What's up you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be swatching the new Sugar Crystals Violet Voss palette. So this palette is currently sold out right now in Sephora. It launched like I think a week and a half ago and I got it right away, but since there's been like so many releases I haven't had a chance to do my normal eye swatches, and I did the swatches yesterday and that's why this eye is a little bit stained, which is really normal. That's just what happens with like pink or purple shadows because they use like pressed pigments. These mattes are really beautiful. They swatched really nicely. You guys are gonna go ahead and see in the eye swatches. I went ahead and swatched all of the colors in this eyeshadow palette, all 18. So these mattes are beautiful. They were very vibrant. I actually really enjoyed them and I can't wait to do a look with them. So this row right here is the second row, and this second row is supposed to be more like duochromes. Everything pretty much goes with the top row. So this one's kind of like a pinky duochrome. You have the purplish one, so it all goes with the first row. So then you have the last row, and I would say honestly the last row is more like toppers. I actually felt like some of the colors here were a bit sheer, and even in the swatches you guys are gonna see, like I was like, yo, did I swatch that? Like, did I swatch the same shadow again? But I really didn't. It's just that these three in the beginning, these this one that's supposed to be like a light pink, light orange, and light yellow, they kind of all look similar. So these are definitely more toppers. Like I would definitely recommend using these at the bottom row on top of these mattes over here. So if you just put these on top of the mattes, I think they will work really nice. Or so yeah, and you can also use the ones on the third row definitely as a highlight if you guys like colorful highlights. I think that would actually be really pretty. So this is actually currently sold out on Sephora right now, but it is $42 and it comes with 32.4 grams. And also it comes with 18 shadows. So like you guys saw when I opened up the palette, these pans are pretty big. I mean, I'm just gonna compare it really quickly to the Riviera palette, which is priced at $45. You can definitely see the difference in pan size. So I went ahead and went on the Shop Violet Voss Instagram, and it looks like the Sugar Crystals palette is delayed right now, and that they intended it to be launching this Friday on March 22nd on the shopvioletvoss.com website. And that due to shipment delays, it's going to be postponed for a couple weeks, so you guys probably won't be able to get this palette until a couple of weeks, but I feel like that's fine. Like I feel like this palette is very like meant for the spring and summer, so I think it's coming at a perfect time, and obviously things happen. So yeah, so they're just basically saying that they're going to be having a new launch date, so I'm not sure when this palette will be back, but it definitely will be back. Alright, so let's just get straight into the eye swatches, and before I get into that, I want to let you guys know how I do my eye swatches. So basically for the mattes in the Sugar Crystals palette, I use all blending brushes, and I use the blending brushes to pack on the color and then afterwards blend it out, so you guys will all see that in the video. I actually use the blending brush from Sigma in E25, and I use a couple Morphe ones too, the Morphe M443, and I actually picked up this e.l.f. one too. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's blending brush, and it's actually only $6. And then the Jeffree Star Morphe collab in JS6, so which is pretty much any blending brush that I could find at the moment. That's how I did my swatches. For the shimmer shades, I actually went ahead and used my finger, and I just felt like that was the best way to do it, because before I would use a brush and then like spray it, but I felt like that wasn't getting like the best effect. I just feel like if you use your finger, you really get the full effect, and especially with these shadows, these shimmer ones, I'll talk about them at the very end of the video. You definitely have to use a finger to get a better effect. As my primer, I just use the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and then I use an almond, and I definitely had to use like some type of concealer because the matte stained my eyes, so I had to keep using a concealer to kind of cover that up. So enough of me talking, let's just get straight into the swatches, and then I'm going to let you guys know my final thoughts and what I thought about this palette at the very end of the video. Alright guys, so overall I do like the palette. I really love the mattes in it. That for me was like the strongest point. I do kind of wish that this palette did have one white shadow, and the reason for this is because when you mix a white with maybe one of these shadows, it helps to maybe lighten it, so maybe it could create more of a pastel color, which would kind of match with the shimmer shades here at the bottom. So I do feel like it could have used one white shadow. But yeah, I do like the mattes in this a lot. They were very vibrant, very easy to work with. The yellow on here looks different than it does when you apply it. That was really my only like concern. The shimmers for me I really liked, especially the second row, just because they were more of a duochrome. And the last row are more toppers, which I think I would have, for me, I don't really like too many toppers because I have so many highlighters, and I just feel like for me I could use that instead as like a topper or inner corner or whatever. But yeah, for me I felt like I really liked the first row and the second row. But like I said, these shimmers were kind of hard to work with. You definitely have to like stick your finger in and make sure to kind of like warm up the product before you apply it. And yeah, for me, some of the shadows I actually had to like scrape the top to get it to like work a little bit better because it was coming off like too sheer on my hands. So yeah, the shimmers you kind of have to work with a bit, but when you do get it to work, they actually are really pretty on the eye. So overall, those are my final thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed the eye swatches, and I will continue to keep doing that on my channel. Definitely comment below and let me know what color schemes you guys would like to see with this palette, and I'm gonna definitely do that because I just feel like I need to create more looks. I feel like this channel is sort of becoming a lot of, you know, first impressions and eyeshadows, but I definitely want to start creating actual looks so you guys can recreate. So definitely make sure to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at beautybyjv, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.